You receive a phone call that changes your world overnight. It is your lawyer, announcing that you have just inherited a private island you never knew existed. An entire stretch of pristine beaches, lush forests, and turquoise waters is suddenly yours, with endless possibilities. But now comes the real question. How do you turn this secluded paradise into a steady source of income that can sustain a life of comfort and adventure? By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to transform your newly acquired island into a thriving, profitable retreat. Because what is the point of paradise if it cannot fund your dream lifestyle? Suddenly, you are holding a deed that practically screams untapped potential. You might be picturing tall palm trees, bright sunshine, and sparkling waves lapping against your own private shoreline. You might be imagining lazy afternoons in a hammock, or early mornings guiding visitors around a tropical lagoon. But there is more to owning an island than sipping coconut water on the beach. If you want to keep this place running smoothly, you need a plan that not only covers routine expenses, but also sets you up for the long term. Private islands can be jaw-droppingly expensive, especially when it comes to maintaining infrastructure, supplies, and staff. A single day of neglect can turn your paradise into a nightmare, riddled with maintenance costs and unpredictable storms. According to some real estate experts, island upkeep can reach tens of thousands of dollars a month for things like solar energy setups, fresh water systems, and basic renovations. That means the carefree dream of an isolated hideaway can quickly become a financial burden if it is not managed correctly. But do not worry, because this video will walk you through step by step on how to turn your island into a magnet for tourism, events, filming opportunities, and even innovative ventures that could attract global attention. You will see how a combination of strategic planning, creative thinking, and a little bit of local flair can convert your island into a revenue-generating machine. If you have ever wondered how top vacation spots or exclusive private retreats stay in business, you are about to find out. The best part is, you get to retain that carefree island atmosphere while building something sustainable and profitable. It is like opening a treasure chest filled with potential, but only if you know how to unlock it. You hold the key, and by the end of this video, you will have a clear vision for making your island the next must-see destination, or at the very least, the most exclusive getaway your close friends have ever experienced. But there is so much more to this story than simply throwing up a few huts and calling it a resort. Because real success happens when you tap into the hidden advantages that come with owning your very own piece of land surrounded by water. You set foot on the sandy shore, greeted by a gentle sea breeze and a breathtaking panorama. Before you can even think about hotels, tour packages, or solar power, you have to make sure this place is safe, functional, and stable. You bring in skilled inspectors, local guides, and professionals who can analyze your island's terrain, climate, and natural resources. The biggest question on your mind is, how do you make sure it is all feasible? Because while the idea of an island paradise seems effortless, the reality is that Mother Nature has her own plans. You discover that your distant relative, from whom you inherited the island, left behind minimal documentation. The boundaries of your property might be clear, but the condition of essential resources might not be. One side of the island could be prone to strong winds, perfect for wind turbines, while another section may have underground freshwater streams just waiting to be tapped. You need to gather this vital information first, because it will inform every decision you make from now on. The next step is to protect your new asset. You decide to build a basic security system to keep intruders out and ensure that any guests you invite can enjoy their stay without worrying about theft or trespassers.
Security systems activated.
Perhaps you install motion-sensitive cameras or hire local security staff who know the island's geography like the back of their hands. This is your first taste of turning a remote area into a functioning entity that can host guests or investors. It may seem mundane, but it is the foundation for everything else you do. But the story does not end there, because once you have your security measures in place, you stumble upon an unexpected revelation that changes your perception of the island entirely. And what you discover next might just reshape your entire strategy for monetizing this tropical gem. After you have handled the initial surveys and security, you turn your attention to what will keep this island running day in and day out. You look at the power grid, or rather, the lack of one. Your first instinct is to explore renewable energy. Solar panels can be a game changer in a sun-soaked location. Wind turbines might be practical if you have enough coastal breeze. Some island owners opt for a hybrid system, combining solar, wind, and battery storage to keep the lights on at all times. Electricity is just the tip of the iceberg. Next, you need fresh water. Desalination plants, rainwater harvesting systems, or natural springs can solve that problem. According to some sustainability organizations, islands that properly harvest and conserve rainwater can reduce water costs by significant margins, sometimes up to 50%, depending on the climate. This is not just about turning on a tap. It is about ensuring your island is self-sustaining, which is a massive selling point for guests who value eco-friendly practices. You also need to think about internet and communication. In today's interconnected world, a remote island without Wi-Fi might scare away many potential visitors or business partners. That is why you consider satellite internet providers or undersea cables if your budget allows. One thing is clear: a strong, reliable connection can be the difference between a thriving resort and a deserted beach. Many travelers expect to Instagram every sunset, so if you cannot provide that service, they might look elsewhere. As your infrastructure begins to take shape, you catch wind of a passing yacht that anchors just offshore. On board is a wealthy business person named Carlos, known for scouting unique real estate investments around the globe. When he steps onto your island, his eyes light up at the potential. But before you can get excited about a possible partnership, there is a twist in the conversation that forces you to rethink your entire approach. Carlos is fascinated by your progress, but he asks a hard-hitting question. What makes your island stand out in a world filled with tropical getaways? You pause for a moment, then you realize that you do not just want another run-of-the-mill vacation spot. You want a brand that resonates with adventure, luxury, or eco-consciousness. Maybe you want a theme centered around wellness retreats, or a unique focus on sustainability with local marine life tours. Possibilities are endless, but you have to pick a direction that will draw visitors in. You look at successful private island resorts around the world for inspiration. Some focus on honeymoon packages, offering intimate villas perched above crystal clear water. Others serve the ultra-luxury market, with butlers on call and 5-star dining experiences. Still others lean into conservation, attracting nature enthusiasts who want to see coral restoration projects or sea turtle hatcheries. In fact, according to some travel industry sources, ecotourism is one of the fastest growing segments, with billions of dollars pouring in every year. Positioning your island in this market could be a lucrative and responsible choice. But branding goes beyond selecting a theme. You need a compelling story. Maybe you incorporate local legends or historical tidbits. Maybe you highlight your family's journey from inheritance to transformation. Whatever it is, you want future guests to think, I have to go there, because there is no place like it on Earth. This becomes your island's identity, the heart of your marketing campaigns. You decide to launch a series of social media teasers. Pictures of you exploring hidden coves, short clips of the crystal blue horizon, and behind-the-scenes snippets of your infrastructure progress. Interest begins to stir, but you want to make a big splash. You plan to invite a famous travel blogger or perhaps a celebrity who loves off-the-grid experiences. But as you finalize these plans, you receive a phone call that throws a curveball. A global production company wants to scout your island for their next survival-themed reality show, and they need an immediate decision. Now you are torn between opening up your island to a high-profile reality show or sticking to your dream of a tranquil retreat. But then it hits you. Why not do both? By allowing film crews to use certain sections of your island, you generate publicity and income, but still preserve other areas for your future resort. Film permits can be a lucrative opportunity, sometimes bringing in tens of thousands of dollars per day, depending on the production scale. This is just one revenue stream, and you realize there are many more. One idea is to host corporate retreats. Large companies are constantly searching for unique team-building experiences. Imagine offering leadership workshops in a tropical paradise, complete with trust exercises in the jungle or beachside brainstorming sessions. Then there are weddings and special events, especially for clients who crave exclusivity. Some private island weddings command fees as high as $100,000 for a single weekend if the setting and services are extraordinary enough. Another avenue is adventure tourism. You can build a zip line through the canopy, set up scuba diving or snorkeling tours, or offer deep-sea fishing packages. The global adventure tourism market has been growing steadily, with travelers eager for experiences that go beyond lying on a beach. Studies show that many tourists are willing to pay a premium for the chance to explore untouched natural wonders, especially if they can brag about it later on social media. That means partnering with local experts or guides, ensuring safety measures are top-notch, and delivering a once-in-a-lifetime adventure they cannot get anywhere else. Then there are sustainability partnerships. Maybe you team up with environmental organizations to conduct research on coral reefs or tropical flora. Not only could this provide grants or funding, it also elevates your island's reputation. A research station might attract scientists, interns, and eco-conscious tourists who want to learn and volunteer. This approach can create long-term financial benefits while promoting biodiversity and conservation. Time to prove the skeptics wrong. You map out a marketing strategy that will keep your island on everyone's travel radar. First, you build a professional website showcasing breathtaking photos, testimonials from early visitors, and a clear explanation of what makes your island different. You optimize for search engines, tapping into keywords like private island retreat or exclusive tropical adventure. You launch targeted social media ads to potential travelers who show interest in high-end vacations or ecotourism. Partnerships become your secret weapon. You collaborate with travel agencies, online booking platforms, and influencers who have millions of followers. You set up referral programs, offering special perks to travel bloggers who can showcase your island to their audience. Before long, inquiries start flooding in from all over the world. Some want to host yoga retreats. Others want to film documentaries about your island's island's stunning wildlife. It feels like the dream is becoming a reality, but you quickly realize that marketing is only half the battle. Once guests arrive, you have to deliver a memorable experience that justifies the cost. You train a small team of hospitality staff, people like Anita, an experienced chef who specializes in local seafood, or Samuel, a friendly guide who knows the best snorkeling spots. You ensure that everything from airport transfers to the first welcome drink is seamless. A glowing review from your first batch of visitors can open the floodgates for more bookings, while a single bad review might scare people away. This is where attention to detail becomes critical. Fresh linens, timely housekeeping, delicious meals, and authentic entertainment can turn a casual tourist into a lifelong ambassador for your island. You start to see repeat bookings and glowing recommendations. But there is still a persistent worry. Some of your guests mention that your neighboring island has just opened a new luxury resort with a star chef from Europe. You want to stay competitive. Do you double down on luxury or pivot toward adventure tourism? The only way to find out is to add something new that will keep your island on the cutting edge of excitement and relaxation. That is when you hatch a daring plan that could change everything. Your new idea is to introduce an underwater restaurant concept inspired by popular venues around the world. Diners would enjoy locally sourced seafood while gazing at vibrant coral reefs through glass walls. Not only is this a stunning visual experience, it is a goldmine of social media content that can drive massive online traffic. Constructing such a structure is complicated, involving marine engineers and environmental assessments, but you believe it will be worth the investment. At the same time, you begin exploring virtual reality tours, giving potential guests the chance to experience the island from their living rooms. This technology can be used for marketing or even special events, like a remote concert series. According to recent data, immersive tech in tourism is booming, with companies experimenting with VR to enhance travelers' decision-making process. Offering a virtual glimpse into your island's wonders might convert hesitant browsers into paying guests. You also prepare for environmental challenges. Rising sea levels and stronger storms can threaten your shoreline and infrastructure. You partner with coastal management experts to reinforce beaches, restore mangroves, and create protective barriers. This not only safeguards your investment, but also boosts your eco-friendly image. Many travelers value sustainable practices, so you can highlight these initiatives in your promotional materials. For a moment, everything appears to be sailing smoothly. Bookings are up, social media buzz is high, and your island is rapidly becoming a must-see destination. Then, out of nowhere, an unexpected rumor circulates that a billionaire investor is eyeing your island for a buyout. Do you sell and walk away with a fortune, or hold on to your dream and keep growing your brand? In the end, this story is about more than just owning a private island. It is about turning an extraordinary stroke of luck into a sustainable vision that funds your dream lifestyle. You begin by surveying and securing your property, building the foundations of a self-sufficient paradise through renewable energy and reliable infrastructure. Then you craft a distinct identity that sets your island apart, whether it is a luxury escape, an eco-friendly haven, or a hub for adventure seekers. You branch out into multiple income streams, from corporate retreats to filming permits and conservation research. Along the way, you form partnerships, invest in marketing, and focus on delivering unforgettable experiences to every guest who sets foot on your shores. Yes, this journey is risky and requires a constant balance of creativity, strategy, and persistence. But the payoff is enormous. You have the chance to wake up every morning in a tropical paradise that pays for itself. Instead of draining your bank account, your island can become the beating heart of your new career, a catalyst for financial freedom, and a legacy you can pass down or sell for a life-changing sum. But will you sell, or will you hold on to your private utopia and watch it continue to evolve? That decision is yours and yours alone. What do you think? Would you strike a deal with a billionaire buyer, or keep your island as a profitable family enterprise for generations to come? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful or just plain entertaining, give it a like and share it with anyone who dreams of living on a private island. And do not forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories and strategic insights. Because who knows, the next big life-changing opportunity might be just one inheritance away.